Hey, how are you? It
Good
is
morning.
Andy
And Julie.
with Love, Julie, and Andy.
And today we are talking about you have to do things. Oh, if you want to have. I don't know why that's so confusing.
If you want to get things that you don't have, you have to do things that you haven't done.
Yes.
Really,
And
we're
that's
just talking about change in our lives.
Right. And what it actually takes to change, because we sit there and we think about all the things that we want to have in life and all the things we want to be and all the things that look beautiful and wonderful to have in our lives, but how do we actually get them? And that takes work, and that takes awareness, and that takes an ability to look at what isn't working and trying something new that, may be a little bit scary.
Yeah, and it can be just as scary to let things go as it is to try new things. So while you're sitting there thinking, well, I would like to add daily exercise or daily meditation or something, then your schedule's getting a little bit more crowded, but there's something in there that isn't necessary and is no longer serving you. Letting that stuff go is difficult because it's familiar. But it's key to creating change. You can't just keep adding things. You've got to let go of stuff too.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And also, we also tend to look at it in a negative way because there's things that we haven't done before, and that's uncomfortable and a little bit scary. And we have a tendency to, when we project the negative onto something, we're way less likely to do it because we're associating a negative emotion to that. So if we can shift to, okay, if I want this thing and I have to do this scary thing to get there, how about it could feel good? How about it could be a little bit scary, but on the other side, it's going to be great. And I know we've talked about this before, and it's that process of looking at it in a different way than you never have before.
And it's really, the key word there, I think, is process, because it is a process. Creating change is a step-by-step routine that you eventually you fall into and you accept, and you become more comfortable with the unfamiliar, and you can start letting go of the familiar, which right there is a process. So creating the change is a process, and I think it's important that we find joy in the process. And that's something that I struggle with because I just want to be there. I just want to be at the end. Yeah. And that's really not what life is about. And since we never know where life is going to take us, there are a lot of surprises and there are a lot of abrupt endings. So it's important to enjoy today for today, even if what we're doing today is unfamiliar and it's maybe an uncomfortable step you
can't see the end result right away.
Right.
But just think about any time that you've had something in your life. Like, even I think about going to college was like a scary step. Just think about something that was scary in your life that you did, and how did you feel on the other side? And that is a big, proof. That's your proof that you can do it. And maybe it looks a little bit different because the scenarios are all set up different, but you've done it before. You've had those feelings of fear, and you've stepped through them, and you've seen what's on the other side, and you know how that feels, how great you feel about how proud you are of yourself, and how it just it feels good. It's exciting. And they say that fear and excitement produce the same exact chemicals in our body.
Right.
So it makes total sense that right after we experience that feeling of fear, that we're feeling excitement, because it's the same chemicals that are, however that works, shooting off in our body or whatever.
Being secreted, I think, is what happens, but it's how we experience them, right?
Right.
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
So, we would ask you today, while you're thinking about making a change And while you're making the steps to do that change, to create that change, be fearless in letting yourself, letting things go, and be joyful, because you're working towards an end game. I mean, it's not about the end game, but it is about the positive change. So take joy that you're creating something positive in your life.
Because if you're miserable the whole time that you're doing it, you're gonna look back and be like, oh, what a crappy experience.
I don't ever want to do that again. Right.
And that's not getting you what you haven't gotten, because, you know, that sentence wasn't wrong, but yeah. So go out, step through your fear, experience the excitement, because you know it's on the other side. Think of just one way you've done this before, and it will help to fuel you through a new fearful experience.
That's right.
All right. It's lovejulieandandy.com, and I'll post a link below for if you're interested in coaching with us. We have a free coaching consultation going on right now. So I'll post the link there below so that you can sign up.
And you can work with her or me or both of us.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you.
All right. Have a wonderful day.
It's about the peace, the love, and the understanding. Thanks so much. Take care.
Love you.